Hello everyone, Star Baby Homestead here. I just wanted to show you guys what I am planting for this spring. I actually wanted to get ahead of a lot of my planting. So many of these I started in January. As you guys know, we're in Georgia, 8B. It's been a brutal, very cold winter up until now. Today, if you look, is an absolutely beautiful sunny 63. There's not a cloud in the sky, a few, but it's nice and warm out here. So I've had these seeds under a grow light in my house, and I've been bringing them out here because the weather's been reasonable. I wouldn't say I'm hardening them off, but I just want them to get some light because they get super leggy, especially the brassicas if they have to strain for light. So every year I have leggy brassicas, so this year isn't much different despite what I have tried to do. But so let me show you guys what I got ahead of. Now a lot of these I started at the end of January, and I did one of my last sowings today. Today's February 13th. And so yeah, anyway, so here we have Amish paste tomatoes. And as you see, I've already potted them up. They started in these smaller trays here. These trays are from Mr. Dowding. And yeah, I love them because you don't use a lot, and then you can pop these right into the ground. You don't need a lot of soil, and it's just enough to get them started. From Charles Dowding. You can get these off of, you can kind of Google them and you can find them. I forgot where you can get them here in the States. But these are Amish paste tomatoes, and these are from Seeds and Such, which I believe is in Augusta, Georgia. These are determinants, and I haven't really grown any Romas, so I'm trying to up my sauce game, guys. I want to start getting my pantry full of my own tomato sauces so that I don't have to buy them. So far, I've only made a few sauces out of those damn cherry tomatoes that I'm infested with like every year. So this year I'm making an effort to actually grow some Roma tomatoes for some sauce. Now I make a lot of salsa and stuff, so a lot of my tomatoes have gone into making salsa more so than spaghetti sauce. This is big beef tomato. These are also from Seeds and Such. They're also indeterminate. And so they're going to be big. You guys, I have way too many tomatoes. I do have a lot of space, so I'm going to see which ones I like this year. I have probably about 8 different types of tomatoes. I know it's overkill, but you never know what you like unless you try it, right? So let's see. I've got my green giants over here. You guys know I love green giants. I already potted up these because I have some that are still a little small, and I'm going to see how they perform. So over here, let me pull these over here. I've got some more green giants. They're right here. They've come up a little bit slower, so depending on how they progress will determine if I decide to even plant them. If they look weak or spindly, they're going bye-bye. Those in the back are just the remaining big beef and Amish paste that I had. So I got, when you order from Seeds and Such, you get, usually they give you free packets of seeds, which is really cool to try to see if you like something. So this is a determinate type called Independence. I'm going to see how it does. Out of all my indeterminates, this is the only determinant I have. I feel like I should have more so that I can, you know, just have a whole bunch of tomatoes at once, because sometimes the heirlooms and the indeterminates don't do so well. I've got all F1 hybrids because I'm tired, guys. Well, no, that's not true. The Green Giant is actually an heirloom, but it's so good. And if I can get some tomatoes out of it, it's kind of be well worth it. But I've been sore. It's been an issue growing some really good Green Giant and heirloom tomatoes. So I have a couple. We'll see how they do. I think another heirloom is Mushroom Basket. I've got that on the other side. I'll show you in a second. But I had one out of all of the sunny tomatoes that I got from Seeds and Such. This was also a free packet of seeds that I got from Seeds and Such. Not great germination. I got this one. So haven't grown any yellow tomatoes. We'll see how this one performs. In the meantime, I think I have planted, or I'm gonna wait because I have some more yellow tomatoes that I'm thinking I might save for next year or plant in the fall. But let's see here. Let's move these out of the way. Okay, so here we have a lot of nightshades here. So we have the Mushroom Basket tomato right here. They're just now really starting to come up. They're an heirloom, so we'll see how they do. Chef's Choice. Okay, I did plant them. I planted so much stuff, guys. And my memory is real sketch these days, okay? I'm at a certain age, and when you get to a certain age, your memory just decides to just evacuate. This is Chef's Choice Yellow Tomato. This is also an indeterminate, and yeah, let's see how they turn out. I've got some finger peppers here. I did not. These are hard to find. You can't find finger peppers online. They just seem to be difficult to find. The ones that we're used to buying at the Asian market. So I got my own. They haven't come up yet. This is the giant jalapeno peppers. These are also some that I saved myself. There's some Casper. Now these seeds are a bit old, so I'm not sure if they're going to do anything. I may have to go buy some at the store just to back it up. Asian Delight. This is actually from Baker Creek, and the Casper were store-bought. But Baker Creek, Asian Delight, and then Big Red Pepper. These are from Seeds and Such, and they were part of that free pack. So I don't know how. It seemed like they all took a while. The tomatoes came up first. But all of these peppers and eggplants are really slow. I'm hoping something will happen. Oh, wait, I think I feel something over here with the finger pepper. I think there's a seedling coming up right here. So maybe they just take a while. It just seems like the growth on my tomatoes are far ahead of the peppers and the eggplant. So over here, I've got all my brassicas. I've got kale, Luciano kale. I love this stuff. I want to grow it every year and have it in my garden. It's better than any kale I think I've had, including the curly. I've got some collards, and I've got some bok choy. Got these from Seeds and Such, and I believe these, the Luciano kale is from Gurneys. Back here, we've got some arugula, some GM broccoli, green magic broccoli, and then we have some cauliflower, which I think is snowball. Hybrids, because I can't deal. Okay, I'm just like, I just want it to thrive and survive. Okay. So I'm planting a lot of these early because, you guys, if you live in any warm weather places, I'm in t-shirt right now and the sun is blazing. So that means going forward, it looks like the rest of this week it may get up into the 70s, the mid 70s. So summer is rapidly approaching. Yeah, I just skipped over spring, right? Summer. Spring can feel like summer here. So it may be too hot for a lot of these crops. So I want to get a head start on them and, grow them under cover, but carefully, because if it's too hot and they're under cover, you'll just cook your seedlings. I made that mistake last year. I cooked so many seedlings. So this year I'm getting a head start on them, and I'm going to watch the weather a lot, and then probably use just a lot of shade cloth until we get our last frost. But it's been it's gotten into the 20s here. So yeah, hopefully it won't continue like that. So here's my Katarina. This is from Season Such. It's an early cabbage variety. I have Brussels sprouts, which I have not been successful. I think I've grown one Brussels sprout plant the entire time. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm trying to be hopeful, but I guess you just keep trying and trying, right? And then we have Savoy cabbage over here. So they've been out here. It's been breezy. They're a little leggy, but you can always plant deep. Hopefully I can just pop those out in the garden. I don't feel like really potting them up. So just going to keep them, I bring them in at night. And this breeze is making them strong. They were kind of looking a little bit floppy, but they're standing up straight, which is excellent. So I've made my own potting soil. So what do? I get cocoa coir. I don't sift it or anything like that. I just break up the lumps. I add some vermiculite, some perlite, and some earthworm casting. And I just kind of stir it about. And yeah. That is my potting mix, and it also works really well just for indoor plants, depending on what kind of plants you're using it for. But it dries out nicely. It doesn't hold a lot of water, doesn't get soggy, so that you can kind of regulate your moisture on your seeds. And also, I've been watering a lot of mine from the bottom. Because sometimes when you just water the top, it doesn't seep all the way down into it the way it should. So when you water at the bottom, you can just kind of see it just sucks up the water. So I think that's it. At the end of February, I think on the 21st, there's a whole slew of other plants that I'm going to have to get started. And hopefully by then, the next couple of weeks, I'll be able to pop some of these into the garden. But what I plan on doing now is making sure the garden is fit and ready for the next round of planting here. So let me know what you guys are planting. Tell me what you've started and what you're looking forward to. If you're planting anything new this year, and yeah, so tell me what suppliers do you like getting your seeds from? There's so many out there. I try to buy local. That's why I kind of use Seeds and Such, but I also love all the options from Baker Creek because obviously they're heirlooms. But I don't know, experimenting in Georgia with heirlooms is just, you're almost asking for it because our heat and pests can be absolutely overwhelming. But anyway, I hope you all are doing well. I hope you're enjoying your winter so far. If you're not buried under snow, if you're out here in this beautiful weather we have. But I hope you're having a lovely day. Be well and be best, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.